Good morning, this is Cara from the Ministry of Uncovered No More. I am privileged at this time in my life, after everything I have been through, to go back to neighborhood living after many years of living on property, 2.5 acres. I had faithfully across my entire life at that point been taking care of my parents, and that had a little bit more responsibility to it than anybody understood. I think my children are finally getting a grasp of just exactly how caged my entire life has been. Okay, this shadow feels fat, but it's not. I have some body fat in my stomach that needs to be lost. I'm holding my stomach in. You can't tell the difference, can you? A policeman just drove by, and I'm scared as fuck of him. He's white, but he's just keeping this neighborhood safe. Can you tell that I am talking post-apocalypse? Because I am talking post-apocalypse. The apocalypse no longer exists in my world. And I will show you new leaves of spring and a bird just said hello. They're waiting for me to fill their cup. I have planted flowers, used some of my inheritance glassware. The shells were brought from trips. One of my children painted that rock, and I say to myself, I need some more flat rocks. Yesterday, one of my adult children came and we played. I have kinetic sand. She took her youngest brother out on the trampoline and played. And what one of my adult children and I are teaching the world is that you're never too young or too old to simply live. Now, I'm privileged to have some grass and some concrete, both in my world. I'm not fat. My family rules have always been my family rules. My brother carved that. And I've seen him on the other side of heaven and know his name now. That's my mother's punch bowl from church days gone by, full of cultishness. This piece of wicker sat on my parents' porch where my brother Love, my oldest son, is now living, and I'm going to plant the basil. I have decided to put herbs here. This is lemon balm. It managed to, we had a big freeze this year, thank God. You need those. You don't need the fires. You do need the freezes. Those cause balance. The big fires that they start, that does not cause balance. You see the difference? Okay, that's lemon balm. I just planted chocolate peppermint. Basil's probably gonna go somewhere along here, and I don't know. I don't like these bushes here, but I do, and so I don't know. I may gently put them to rest and just fill this entire bed with herbs. Maybe a tall one or two in the corner over there. That's what I enjoy about the little bit of space that I have, is that I can just be in nature. I also have a metropolitan park about 12 to 15 miles from here, that I can dwell with large trees and whatnot. I listened to a gentleman named George Hahn on Twitter, and he has access to the big park. There's a big park in New York that he talks about. Central Park, I guess? I don't know. Laugh at me. My geography skills are bunk, but my dwelling skills are way over the top, precious, golden, and we matter. I just retweeted somebody, his name's Corey, C-O-R-E-Y. You can find him on Twitter if you find me. I just retweeted him. He's helping people with depression. I help people with depression. I offered some advice. Take it or leave it. Go get some incense. Go get candles. Find a good book. I need poetry today, so this is my beloved T.S. Eliot. On my blogs across the past 2 weeks, I cut out some books that I'm not going to dwell with. I don't need them anymore. And I'm ordering in a couple new ones as I finish up one that is about the FBI and what happened from 2016 to 2020 that is just flat out fucked up in our political society. I have my true self in this box that when I take it places to throw runes or throw my magic or dwell with the people where I've been before, I have a black backpack in the back so that I can choose what I need to nourish myself and to nourish that place that I have been and dwelt before. And I didn't put any painting with this because painting is a different skill than drawing, and I'm a bookmaker. And so I have to keep that in mind as an artist. You need to keep in mind where your thrust of ministry to us is going to be. Chalk art is one of my strong points. So this morning, I'm meandering along and I'm telling the world I've been to hell and back literally. I'm post-apocalyptic. Many of you that I have dealt with are post-apocalyptic now, and so that means you don't know what to do with your life. Well, my cats know what to do with my life. My dear Asian people are here in the front room. Here we go. Isn't this gorgeous? This is going to take me a while. I've slowed my artistic side down. Quick art is in the thing over there on the other side of the door. My quick art. And that is good skills. I'm a teacher. I have put the drawing, hardback book drawing workbook with the appropriate materials at my school desk. I'm going to teach myself, and I teach children. If you teach children, stop listening to the bullshit. Here is what they need every day that they are in school. 1 hour or a little less of math and 1 hour of the language arts. I have a multitude of classes going on, so don't judge me. I'm speaking all the way from kindergarten to 12th grade. I am the one who has people in my life who pleading with me as a homeschooling mother who they understand as a good teacher, regardless of the persecution that I have sustained in my life for being not only someone who has testified the return of the King of Kings, whose name I know, like my brother's name. Hebrews 11, people. Cara, all I was sitting in a prison. All the way from that to wishing Bernice King a happy birthday. And her people need to go to public school. Her people are still dealing with issues. I'm still dealing with issues. I've just released blog articles where the woman that is me cannot get paid as much as the man upstairs that I have 10 children with. It doesn't matter whether I have a college degree or not, and I'm white-skinned, much less black-skinned, female and then male. But we cannot live there. We need to live in the success of good that we are. Every tribe, tongue, people, and nation. My tribe, tongue, people, and nation. Hi, Baymax. My tribe, tongue, people, and nation that I'm carrying, just like the King of Kings carries the Jews, is Asia with K.P. Yohanan. K.P. Yohanan has been taking the American church down for generations, for years in Giselda. And they're still after him. They've thrown him in court and shit like that. When his Asian people are hurting and hurting and hurting, and Americans pull their shit and forget the people in Asia. Well, here's Cara Coffey of the Ministry of Uncover No More. You're not going to forget them. You're not. But here in town, I'm Sorceress Tara and Cara, and a woman who bought kinetic sand so that I could have a moment of playing with 2 of my dear children. Because it doesn't matter what age my children are. They're my children. And I have seen to it, as a spiritualist, that I can say today, around Palm Sunday, here we go, my birthday's coming up, Easter is here. Easter is here. What the fuck are we gonna do with Easter? Well, I'm gonna read poetry. I'm gonna dwell with my Asian loves through this season of my birthday. And I've got to call into some of my kids who are still open to having a relationship with me without the negativity. And I'm going to just see what we can do. Fellowship, and I'm going to just initiate this every April. I have 10 glorious people that I can possibly have an open door to fellowship with. But every April it may be a little different depending where we are. Attitude adjustment, not mine. I'm a parent. Don't expect me to glorify your shit in my life as you become an adult. You haven't had a parent from hell. Whoever you are that knows about me, I have. Her entire family is toxic. I have dealt with my brother dying twice on my parents. I was the one person I know who actually put my parents on my checking account, my first checking account. We were building a house in Austin. My money was my parents' money, and their money is mine. You want to see the checkbook? I stayed on the checkbook, yet my mother found reason to disinherit me. That makes no fucking sense, does it? Have you had to parent your own parents? Because I have. I've had to parent way more than anybody wants to admit. So, Easter can fuck off this year. How does that sound? You go buy your chocolate bunnies. I'll go talk to a tree and have better fellowship than I've had in a long time. That tree didn't want to hang the body of Jesus on it. Her. There is Cara's fay tale. The trees that hung the 3 2,000 years ago. I found my fay tale for Easter. You're damn right. It's going on a blog. Okay, this is going to be fun. I'll tell you a little story now that's real. The 3 trees. Easter. (2021). Faytale. Cara. BC. There you go, babes. I stood in Walmart. It's gonna be my birthday, and you know what? My birthday's bullshit. I don't even know what to celebrate anymore. I'd rather ignore it. And there's people in my life who still feel obligation and do love me, but don't know what to do with me. So, you know, they're like, well, what do we do with this woman and her birthday? She has been through hell. Well, we're gonna learn to celebrate birthdays, apocalypse post style. I do not buy gifts for that fucking thing called Christmas. I did last year because I felt guilty. Well, I'm going to shed the guilt trips that everybody likes to put on me. I'm also not going to be using the word guilt anymore. I'm going to use the word that my daughter, who played with me yesterday and played with her brother yesterday, calls obligation. Obligation is guilt. Guilt is obligation. Let me give you an example. I have a son who is like my father and has a propensity towards smoking cigarettes, you know. And he is very, he popped out nicotine addicted, okay? My dad was that way and fought it all his life. He was even spontaneously healed of nicotine addiction, my dad was, and then he went back to it later and beat himself up because he did. And here's where I've gone with the nicotine addiction that's in the Beaty family. I told that young man, I said, don't you dare quit. You enjoy your smoking. And I was crying because I know how the society works in all walks of our lives. And I said, if you go of cancer, at least you smoked and enjoyed it. Well, guess what? He got up and he said, don't bring it anywhere near me. He wants to live a healthy life. He has brought habits in, but he didn't have a mama putting pressure on him to quit. I bought him cigarettes because he had too many siblings and whatnot being extremely negative around him and tormenting him with that shit. I couldn't even get that boy his therapy dog without taking it to the doctor. And my faithful doctor was like, you need me to write a prescription for this? It's just like, you know, he's gonna face hell. He's gonna face hell. Because everybody's just used to picking each other apart around me. I don't even know. I have begged. I have demanded. I have done everything I can. And you can go look up Proverbs 25. I'm going to own this shit. I'm the leaky, drippy wife. Better to dwell on the rooftop than with a leaky. Yeah. I'm proud of it. Now, I ain't one of those whiny bitches that just bitch about nothing. Did you not hear me, American church? I am going to talk to you until you give over and call me correct. And obligation and guilt are the same thing. You can stop obligating. And you can start loving. And you'll heal too. You want to know which teacher mentored me? Ruth Beaty-Coffey. Go look her up. And she taught in the public school system. And that's what you need, and that's what you've got, is jewels of teacher who bring paganism, actually, into it. Except for some of them are militant and all that shit. I hope you don't get one of those in your public school situation this year, America. Because you need a teacher like me who says, oh, you're a Muslim. You know what? You can pray in my classroom. You three. You go on and you do what you need to do. The Christians are over here in this corner. we'll have us 10 minutes, and we just won't tell anybody. You need to hear the I am, the wind, the earth, the moon, the way you need to hear. I don't need to get in the way of your relationship with yourself and the creation tendencies within you in the image of God, in all capitals, Lord, in all capitals. And the public school system definitely doesn't need that. What they need is teachers like me who can shoot from the hip, keep hugging you, and move on regardless of the politics. I done brought all my political necessities into my front room, my front office, because that stuff ain't going anywhere else but right there. I wished I could put a picket fence up, put a steel door up in that room. I don't want politics in my millennial Gen Z existence with my people. Does everybody hear what I have to say in America? We got the money, we got the talent, we got the ability. We can wipe out all kinds of shit as far as kids dying everywhere worldwide. And we still busy playing politics. Happy Easter. So I stood in Walmart. I'll conclude with this. This is the most meandering of my YouTubes, and I'm going to start doing that. Because you need a little of something every day, America. I swear to God, but I'm probably only going to do this once a week. I summon the sun. I got to go in there and do a bunch of chores. I'm going to plant my basil before I do it. No, I don't want to do anything I'm doing right now because everybody has shit on my aura, and I'm tired of wiping shit off my body form, not literally, figuratively. So I'll conclude with this. I just started laughing uproariously in Walmart in Oak Hill. And so I bought myself, for the first time ever, y'all, I bought myself birthday cards. I've never done that. I've never done that. So there's a first for this post-apocalyptic woman who has to wear boots. My feet hurt so bad every day because I've been on them so long. I'm about to be 55. Okay, so here's the one. Turning your age is a lot like frying bacon in the nude. You know it's gonna hurt, but you're not sure exactly where. Oh my God, you don't even have to be naked to do that. Okay, here she is in all her glorious beauty. I don't know why she's wearing that hat. That's hilarious. Life's too short to be subtle. Happy birthday. No, I'm not going to go naked anywhere so everybody can just fuck off that idea. Vodka is practically a health drink if you just call it potato juice. Have a healthy happy birthday. Okay. So, no, I don't drink vodka. I did. That's a whole story I'm not going to tell. People don't understand why I laugh about some of the things that I've been through. People don't understand that. And so, you know, okay. I had to take my family rules down. This was gotten at Hobby Lobby. Family rules: say please and thank you, always tell the truth, do your best, pay with hugs and kisses, say I love you, keep your promises, listen to your parents, use kind words, know you are loved. And my brother's here. He carved that years ago. It was at my parents' house. Look. So I bought myself that. I'm putting it in the oven to put some eggs in. Good morning. I'm gonna make an egg omelet thingy, okay? Well, I guess we could just, what are you eating? What are you eating? Huh? Oh, okay. Maybe I won't make eggs. There we go. Have a good day.